know it's a long ways off, it's 5 years, but we will be celebrating the nation's 250th anniversary. And here in Burlington, the Historical Commission is going to try to reintroduce some plants that our ancestors grew back in Burlington in the 16 and 1700s. One of which is this currant. Now, currants went into disfavor over 100 years ago because some people linked diseases in pine trees to the currants. And our government kind of weighed the balance. So let's see, we need the pine trees for wood to build, wood to heat, and we just have the currants. Pine trees win, so currants were banned in the US for a long time. And it's only recently that they've been coming back, and Burlington is one of the few towns that authorizes you to grow it, but you still need to get a permit from the state to do so. That's what I did. We found some currants. We're going to get them in the ground. I've got them. I'm going to put them in my nursery bed, but when I got to my bed and I put the currants in, I don't have enough space. So I need to increase and clean up my nursery bed in order to get this plant in. But before I even do that, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about sharpening your tools. Do you ever wonder what farmers had all those pockets for? Well, one of them was to hold an 8-inch bastard file. And the reason for the file is so that you could put an edge on your blade so that it will cut through the grass, the root system in the grass. You want to do that with your shovel, and you want to do that with your edging tool. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is just dig in and shape the bed the way you want it. And then once you have that done, then all you really need to do is take this and flip it completely over and bury the grass. Do that for your entire planting bed, rake it out, and then top it off with some compost or cow manure before you plant. The grass will decompose underground. You won't have anything to do with it. Okay, so now I have a spot to plant my currant. You can see the root system already spread throughout that nice potting soil. I'm just planting it so that when it's finished in the hole, this same level will be the soil level. After I backfill, press it down. One of the things I did notice is this long shoot coming out inside here. Right at the base is all this new growth. So what I'm going to do is just cut it right above this node here where there's some growth. And that's going to spread out and become a much fuller plant. So maybe you receive some spring bulbs, some maybe tulips for Easter, and you want to save them and hope to plant them next year. Well, that's where the nursery bed comes in again. So this was a pot of tulips. So I'm just going to set it there and just backfill the soil around it. The reason for that is that will keep the soil from drying out as a container, and I don't have to water it every day. I had daffodils coming up for 3 years after I just stuck them in the ground. Well, the same thing happened with these lilies. When I came to clean out the nursery bed yesterday, I found these little lilies growing up all by themselves. Lilies and daylilies are plants that you can transplant all year round. Regardless of where you plant the scales, as the plant grows, it will adjust the height of this in the soil to where it wants to be. So this one, this is where the soil line is. So what I'm going to do again in my nursery bed is just take these and put them in here. And I'm going to leave them for the summer. I'll try to find a place in the yard to put them.